Hey guys, it's American Gun Chick and it's Gun Day Monday. What's up guys? So I just got here at the Texas Gun Experience just outside of Dallas in Grapevine, Texas. And it's been kind of a while since the whole COVID thing. We kind of had to put a delay on our classes. So right after we got done with our class in Colorado and we started heading back here, we were supposed to come here and do a class here. But it got put on hold because of the stupid COVID thing. So we had to put it on hold. So it's been kind of a few months since we've done a class. But we're back at it and I'm so excited. I cannot wait to turn some girls into some honey badgers. So let's do this.
Okay.
Woo! There's me at the Texas Gun Experience right now. So come here at 1 o'clock and I'll be here. See some M1 Grands.
And all these are rentals, correct?
Pretty much everything over here from this wall this way is all machine guns.
Okay.
All the pistol rentals. And these are just some out rounds and stuff. Yeah, these are all machine guns. Dang, are we?
Yeah.
All right, give me your name, occupation, and tell me a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Lisa, and I work at home right now because I have kids that I'm raising, and so I've kind of been a homemaker for a few years and had a small business. And what was the other question?
No, that's good.
Okay.
What brought you in today?
Well, I saw that she was going to be here. Gun Chick was going to be here and doing a little promo, so I thought I'd stop by after I dropped my daughter off at work. And it turns out y'all were having a class, so I thought I'd join in.
Awesome. What has your past experience with firearms been?
My past experience, I do have some experience with firearms. I have for a few years now. We practice at home, just practice shooting, pistols, rifles, and shotguns. I do coach kids in 4-H with firearms, so I have a little experience in that. So, and archery, and that's about it.
Can you tell us what made you decide to take the class today?
Because it was more geared toward the self-defense aspect, which I don't really feel as comfortable with, even though I feel like I can shoot my pistol pretty well. As far as defense goes, I really would like to have some more instruction in that.
Okay, where does your daughter work?
She works here at the awesome Texas Gun Experience range.
Good. What do you hope to achieve by taking this class?
Well, I hope to get some more knowledge, information, which I hope will give me some more confidence in that aspect.
Okay, so give me one word that describes exactly how you're feeling right now.
Exactly how I'm feeling: excited and interested.
Gonna do great. Glad you made it. See how easy that was?
That was not easy.
My name's Lindsay. I'm a teacher, high school English teacher. I'm from California. I've been out in Texas for about 7 years.
Okay. What made you decide to come today?
A friend reached out to me and said, Raquel runs this class, learn more about guns, and I do shoot. I'm a gun owner. I just like to learn more and become more confident.
Melanie?
Yes.
That's our girl, dude. She's awesome.
Yeah.
And is Greg his first name?
Eric.
Eric.
Yes.
Eric G.
Yes.
Okay. Because I see their names on Instagram and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
We
yeah.
just randomly caught them passing through the range one day. And she came in and killed it. I'm sure you've probably
Yeah.
seen the video and
Oh,
stuff. What has your past experience been with firearms?
I've had really good experiences with firearms. It's hard to not be intimidated though, and so learning to be more confident so I'm not intimidated when I walk into any range would be the goal eventually.
So, can you say it one more time? Who referred you to this class?
Melanie and Raquel.
Right. So, Melanie from the Jacksonville class, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, I might add that in there.
Okay.
I don't know. I never know until I get to the editing
Yeah.
stages and stuff like that. But that's awesome that she did that. And dude, we've stayed in touch with them. They're way cool.
Yeah.
So, and they bought a house.
Yeah, they
right?
did.
It's here in Texas, Dallas.
It's in Burleson.
Oh, way cool.
Yeah, it's close by. She wanted to come this weekend too, but then I don't know if it was full or
Yeah.
what
yeah,
happened.
Yeah. What do you hope to achieve by taking this class?
to become more confident and know more of what I'm doing and not be so intimidated by my gun, by other people's guns, by coming to the range, because it is kind of a man's world. And I'd like to be, I guess, a little bit more comfortable.
Comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly where you're looking for. I
Yeah.
kind of knew. Have you shot with Melanie and Eric at all?
No.
Okay. Okay. I think they've been shooting. I don't know how much, but
Yeah.
we're trying to get their LTC. We had it set up for them in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
The rules and regulations are a little bit different.
Yes.
So we're getting the qualifications done now because we just moved here
Mm-hmm.
down towards Houston, and we're going to get them squared away. It'll be the same with you guys too, unless there's some little tricky things in there that pop up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't suspect that there will be, but we have to get the Texas is one state we have to get an extra qualification.
Yeah.
So, can you give me one word that explains how you're feeling right now?
Curious. Excited.
Good.
Yeah.
You're gonna rock, dude. And you have no problem talking on camera, but you're a teacher, so.
I hate being on camera. I hate.
I'm gonna have more in the future. Just gotta get there.
See that quarterback situation figure itself out.
If they don't do something with Dak, do it now.
Yeah. Sure. Oh, I don't, you gotta get on too many side stories. I was in Key West 2 years ago, and Dak and Ezekiel came out of a bar.
Right.
And I didn't even recognize Dak. But I did Ezekiel because his hair.
Can't
You know what I'm
miss
saying?
Ezekiel. He's probably wearing that little midriff shirt.
Well, yeah.
I'm like, dude, you're throwing me off here. Are you a dude? Are you? He was a little sweet there.
Yeah.
All right.
He's a bad man though on
Yes,
that
he is.
field.
He's a bad man.
He's
overall.
worth. He got paid because he's worth it.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced Dak is.
Dak
but-
hasn't earned his yet, but we
Yeah.
can't afford to lose him right now. So that's why they put
Right.
him in that franchise. But I'll take it.
Okay, so what I'm gonna have you do is address everything to me.
Okay.
Any questions that you don't want to answer, you don't have to. There's no trick questions, anything.
Okay.
But usually, sometimes like school teachers don't want to say where they work and stuff like that because they
I'm
might
an
catch
open book.
backlash. Okay, cool.
I don't know if I'm gonna get any backlash, but we'll see.
So can you give me your name, your
Okay.
occupation, and everything to me?
Okay.
Your name, your occupation. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name is Felicia Raphael. I'm an accountant, and I just got into shooting in March of last year. I got my license to carry, and I've been training a lot since then, but nothing official. So I'm here today to make sure that I can lock it down.
I like it.
All right.
So some of these are a little bit redundant,
Okay.
but they're looking for different things.
Okay.
What made you decide to come today?
I decided to come today because I've been following the teacher and I've been watching her classes and wishing that I could go, but she's not local here and I don't travel. I'm so new to this that I'm not sure my skill set meets her level of teaching, but I thought it's worth a try because you can't miss out on good training. You just can't.
You rock. You heard about it last minute, or?
I follow her. I knew she was
Okay.
going to be here. I thought it was just going to be a meet and greet. So I was
Right.
like, I'm going over there and get an autograph and a photo and all of that. And then last night, she put up an Instagram post and said, I'm going to be there and I'm teaching a class and we still have spaces. So I sent her an instant message. Well, I talked to her back and forth on the post for a minute and then I sent her an instant message and said, I want to come.
Okay.
And she said, send me your email and your phone number. I only have 2 slots.
Right.
I'm in.
And then worked out good.
Yeah, I did.
What has your past experience been with firearms?
My past experience has been hit and miss. So I bought a weapon probably 10 years ago, LCP Ruger 2. I took it to the range. I took probably 3 or 4 shots with a friend. First shot hit the ceiling. range security officer was not happy with me. So, and I don't think I ever fired it again. I still have it. And then last year I had the opportunity to train again, and I found the Smith & Wesson 380 Easy.
Okay.
And it was a breeze to shoot. And so I thought, I can get my license to carry with this. I can actually hit a target. And since then I've been training 2 or 3 days a week on my own, but nothing official. And since then, you know, I got my license to carry, so I bought a Glock 19, which is huge. And so I don't carry that one or fire it much. And then I bought another gun, another gun, another gun. And so I'm excited. I'm an enthusiast, so I do a lot of research. I started a whole Instagram page for this interest only. So I have 2 now.
Well, good. We're gonna have to let her know. Let us know.
Yes.
We'll find a way to
Yes,
co-promote.
I've got a makeup page and a gun page. Those
That's
are my
what she
2
wants to
passions.
do too.
Those are my 2 passions in life.
But I get stuck doing the editing, and it's already so much. I'm like,
Yeah, I want to edit
golly.
makeup too. So yeah, it's fun though.
All right. What do you hope to achieve by taking this class?
I want to extend my abilities, increase my skill set, learn something new. I know she's light years ahead of me in terms of what she knows and what she can do, but I see people at the range just punching a hole in that X. If I could just hit it, I would be happy. I'd be ecstatic. So I just want to increase my skill set, get better at it, get more comfortable with it, and be able to go into the range with pride, or at least come out and not have to hide my target. Nice.
I think we're gonna do great.
Okay.
Can you give me one word that explains how you're feeling right now?
Excited. I am excited.
I'm excited too. I'm excited to see how you do.
I'm gonna
You
do
go,
well.
girl. I know you're
She's
gonna
not
do
gonna
well.
let me fail.
My name is Maria Briones, and right now I'm working as a medical assistant at a testosterone clinic. Single mom, just been living here in the DFW for about 2 years. Just living it by the day.
Where did you come from before here?
I am from West Texas.
Okay. What made you decide to come today?
Well, with everything that's been going on, you know, I kind of recently got my bike stolen from my front patio, and since I live alone, it's just me and my 2 daughters. I was like, I need to take some classes, maybe get my license and learn safety ways to keep a gun and how to handle a gun.
Absolutely, and we're gonna do that for you.
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna be very comfortable. What has your past experience been with firearms?
I actually have no experience at all, so which is a good thing because I don't have any bad habits. So first start,
Right.
clean start to learning about guns and safety, most importantly.
You came to the right spot. Okay. So thank you, Sportsman's Guide. They're doing us a blessing by allowing us to teach ladies like you, so you can protect yourself and your children from all the craziness that goes on out there and how to be safe.
Exactly.
Some of these are a little bit redundant. They're the same, but they're looking for different things. Okay. What do you hope to achieve by taking this class?
How to handle a gun properly and how to store it safely, just because I do have 2 small children, and I wouldn't want anything bad to happen.
How old are your children?
9 and 12.
Okay, good. That's the age where they get curious and you want to make sure it's safe.
Exactly, yes.
Can you give me one word that describes how you're feeling right now?
I'm very excited because I've been looking, I've been doing a little bit of research, and I saw the ads on Facebook, and I was like, click, and automatically, you know, I was like, oh, I'm in, right on. So I've been very excited for this weekend.
Oh, we're very excited to have you. You rock, dude. Kill it. All right, do one more and we'll come in and start class.
I am Katie Ann Foster. I am a patient care technician at a hospital. And what was the other question?
It was to tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm actually a mother of 3. I have an oldest of 13 years old, my second daughter's 10, and I have a son that's 5. And you know, I just kind of not necessarily want to set an example for what they need to do in the future, but I want them to be able to be safe with themselves, you know, like know how to defend themselves if needed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So some of these are going to be a little bit redundant, okay, but they're looking for different things. What made you decide to come today?
I've actually been thinking about buying a gun in the past, and my mom used to go hunting, you know, and I feel like there's good activities outside of just going to a range and things that I would want to do. So I was like, when I saw the class, I was like, ooh, I want to try it, you know, I've got to try it.
How did you find out about it?
Actually, a Facebook ad. I've been finding so
Crazy,
many
huh?
Facebook ads lately that interest me, and I'm just clicking and following the links from now on. So
Cool.
nice experience, yeah.
What has your past experience been with firearms?
Not really much. My stepdad was in the Army, and every once in a blue moon, he might take you out in the backyard, be like, here, hold the gun, pull the trigger, and pointing it at it like a can or something, and that's about the most I had as a kid, but nothing.
Okay.
Nothing at all.
So what do you hope to achieve by taking the class?
I hope to learn like how to correctly hold, load, fire, you know, being good at aiming. Well, at least I'll say decent at aiming. I don't expect to be like a marksman at the end of this, but good, maybe possibly eventually cleaning tactics and how to do that type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna cover the majority of that.
Nice.
We're gonna have you awesome. Cleaning we don't touch on so much.
That's
There's a lot of
fine.
YouTube videos and stuff like that.
Okay, I can do that.
Can you give me one word that describes how you're feeling right now?
Excited? I think excited would be the best one. It's like nervous but excited at the same time.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. You rock. That's
Oh,
it.
thank you.
That's how easy it is.
Oh.
You know, this is the
So, I'm Hannah Ventura, and the bulk of what I do is working here at Texas Gun Experience. I sell guns, or I work on the range, or I work at the check-in desk. A lot of the things that I do include, outside of work, a lot of the things outside of work that I do includes guiding hunts for youth. I coach youth. I'm an NRA and a 4-H shooting sports ambassador, so I go to a lot of places with that. I give speeches, and just the things that I really generally enjoy come a lot with education and shooting sports. So I really enjoyed today because it kind of got me more into a realm that I'm not huge into yet. So it kind of like got me a step in the right direction to teach people this new thing that I'm working on.
What made you decide? What made you want to come?
What made me want to? Well, first off, I like shooting. That's a big thing. But also I really like to broaden my horizons with everything. You know, I don't like to stay in one specific part because what's the point of only knowing one part of shooting, right? And the other thing is I thought it would be a really fun class, which it was. It was awesome. I learned a lot and I did a lot. But I thought it would be awesome to work with you and Raquel and just kind of find new things and meet new people.
Absolutely. I'm gonna do a kind of a mixture of some of the beginning ones and some of the ending ones for these. Okay, so like some of them might not make a lot of sense. What has your past experience been with firearms?
Past experience with firearms? So I grew up overseas actually where we couldn't own guns. Like there was almost no way to own guns. So I grew up without them. There was one time we visited Texas when I was like 8. I got to shoot a little cricket rifle. But then finally we moved here when I was 13, and when I was 14, I was able to get into the hunting industry with my shotgun first, and then it snowballed into rifle and archery, and then pistol, and then muzzle loading and hunting.
So where were you at prior that you couldn't own guns?
Sicily.
Oh.
Sicily, Italy. Yeah, like the little triangle under the boot.
Oh yeah. Familiar.
That's where I was.
Sicilian.
So I've really only been shooting for about 5 years.
Okay. What did you hope to achieve when you first came? Like, what were you hoping to achieve by taking that class?
By taking the class, honestly, just to improve all around. You know, I understand the basics of shooting and I've gone through the fundamentals because I've taken a lot of courses and I've coached kids, but I honestly just wanted to get better with the draw from holster and everything and learning all the techniques of moving, defensive handguns because, like I said, I mostly specialized in competition shooting, right? That's not the same thing as defensive.
Right.
So I really just wanted a whole new horizon when I joined this class.
And you're basically going to be, this hand's going to be controlling it, and this hand's going to do all the pressure, gripping it. Because you don't want a lot of muzzle flip, because then it's going to take a lot longer for you to line those sights back up, like we said. You want to keep it firm, right up there.
Don't touch the slide.
So you basically want to take this thumb, bring it up here,
And I'm a lefty,
take this
so.
hand, point. What you're going to do is, in this class, I don't want you to get in the habit of catching your mags when you drop them. So just let it fall like that. The reason we're gonna do that is tomorrow when we do all the tactics and stuff, we want like quick reloads, so you're just gonna drop the mag and put in the next mag. But in order for you to unload this, all you gotta do is drop that mag. Make sure you rack this slide. Now when we rack the slide, I don't wanna see this. A lot of people do this when they first start, but we don't want that. You can easily slip your hands from that. Like you're in a stressful situation, you're probably sweating. You put your finger on the trigger, and then I'm gonna tell you to let the slack out and stop when you start to feel resistance. So go ahead. Go ahead and let me know when you start to feel resistance on the trigger. Like when it feels like it's getting harder. Right here? Okay, so you let your slack out. Now go ahead and slowly press that trigger and keep your finger back on that trigger once it goes off. Now go ahead and slowly release it just to the click. Go ahead and slowly release it.
Right there.
Right there? Okay, now slowly press that trigger and keep your finger back on that trigger. Okay, now slowly release it to the click. Slowly press back again until you feel the trigger resisting, and let me know.
Right there.
Right there? Okay, so you let all your slack out. So go ahead and press the trigger and leave your finger back. There you go, good job. Slowly release it just to that click. Good job. Do one more shot. Slowly release it. Now focus on going nice and slow. Nice and slow, nice and slow. There. It's gonna feel like awkward and like, oh, it's kind of hard at first, but it's really just a technique. Yeah, it's just practice. And then girls like sage your nails. And it's kind of, it messes up your thumbs when you do something wrong. This is called a speed loader, a magula, and it's super convenient, super nice. All you have to do is literally put it in right here, squeeze it before you bring it down, bring it down like that. There's like a little ramp, and you just slide that in like that.
Wow, look at that. Isn't that cool? That's pretty cool.
On one. 5 shots on number 1. This person's trying to kill you. Fight! This guy, we're in the mall right now, and he just came in and he's shooting the place up. So we're gonna do 5 shots to the 3 and 2 to the 2. 5 shots to the 3 and 2 to the 2. Move your feet. Fight!
Move! Move! Step to the side.
Step aside, then shoot. 5 to the 5 and 1 to the 4. 5 to the 5, 1 to the 4. Fight!
Move those feet now.
3 to the 1. Fight!
Push forward.
5 to the 6. Fight! Right!
Back that bottom. Run that slide. Yep. Smack that bottom. Run that slide.
Get out of the danger zone. Let's do 4 to the 4, 1 to the 3. 4 to the 4, 1 to the 3. Fight! Move those feet. Move those feet. Tap rack, tap rack, tap rack.
3 in the 1 and 2 in the 2. 3 in the 1, 2 in the 2. Don't race, Mikhail. Take your time. 3 in the 1, 2 in the 2. Fight.
Oh, double team. Okay. Nope, I got another.
Wow. Perfect for demonstrating.
Yeah, we got these guys.
Fight.
Getting better.
Make sure with these headshots you slow down and you do a slow shoulder press. Yeah, with the headshot. So 2 to the head, 4 to the chest, 2 to the head. Fight! Move your feet.
Gun up.
Gun up. That's
Looking around.
Scanning.
scanning. Okay.
Top it off. Fresh magazine first.
Top it off. Okay.
Fresh magazine first. There you go. You know what to do. Fight!
Fight. Smack that bottom, run that slide, girl. Get him. Ready? 3 to the chest and 1 to the head. And fight. Good shot, girl. Good job. 2 to the head. Smack that bottom, run that slide. Perfect shot. Good job. Those are great shots. You can't ask for better shots. You're doing wonderful. Hit him in the head. You missed him. Switch that mag out. One more. Skimmed him. Slow down. Good shot. Looking for good guys. Guys, anywhere to run. Okay. Let's do 3 to the chest and 2 to the head. Probably gonna run out of ammo. And fight. Good shot. Perfect. 2 to the head. Smack that bottom. Run that slide. Good job. That's all of them. You killed it.
Three to the chest, 3 to the head. Fight!
Just smack that bottom or in that slide. Good job. Good job moving your feet.
Four to the chest, 1 to the head. Fight!
It's okay. We're learning. Switch sides.
No, this one's the.
All right, go ahead and shoot 3 shots.
You like 519, 5th generation.
Okay.
What do you think about that one?
I hate it. That hurts. That really like pulled my finger. Like all this whole muscle.
All right, you're next. Slow trigger pull. Keep going. Keep going.
Go ahead and try it again.
Try it again.
Try it again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try it again.
Oh, just pull it again or?
Yeah.
Trigger.
Just keep going on the trigger. Just, keep going. There you go. One more. Okay, you can set it down now. You don't like it?
You can keep that one. Y'all can keep that one.
Keep going. Keep going. There you go.
All right, one more.
One more time. Lean forward. Keep going. Set it down now. What do you think? Do you like it? She's just being nice.
Yeah.
Now we practice with you.
All right. What do you think? Yeah, see, I don't know. If you can hold on to it. Yeah. It's not like the most preferred thing, but like, and especially for someone that hasn't shot a lot. One!
Relax.
One! Relax. One!
Relax.
Thank you. One! Good, everyone's taking their steps. That's good. Alright.
One.
There you go. Go ahead and reholster. Yeah, because they look like they're cuddling.
Call it.
They're like next to each other. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, go ahead and reholster. It's really good. I just want to tuck your shirt in for you.
Call it. 1,
1,
2.
3, and 4.
Holster up.
Good job, guys.
Call it.
1, 2, 3, and 4. You see the space right here? You don't want.
Fight.
Good job. Watch that finger. All right. Now remember, get a jab, move your feet, tap right. We're going to do 4 to the chest and 1 to the head. 4 to the chest, 1 to the head. Fight! Three to the chest, 4 to the head. 3 to the chest, 4 to the head. Fight! Move those feet. Chest, 3 to the head.
1 to chest, 3 head.
4 to the chest,
4 to chest.
3 to the head. This guy is coming after your child. 4 to the chest, 3 to the head. Fight! we looking for? Let's scan.
Good guys, bad guys, anywhere to run?
Now, I'm not going to tell you a round count. I just want you to do what you feel like is going to put him down. 5! Get another magazine in there. Right. We have another threat coming. We're going to shoot the rest of our magazine into your chest. We're going to empty the entire magazine into your chest. Right.
Empty? Okay.
Yeah, I think I might. I've had this for. So I'm gonna give you guys your certificates and a honey badger sticker. You're a honey badger now. So Lindsay.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes, I'm Thank you.
And you get this.
Cool.
Lisa.
Yay!
Selfie.
Let's get a selfie.
Oh, come on.
Maria.
Hey, Maria!
First shooter ever. Has never shot a gun until today. I know. And you did great. Good job. Woo. You want to take a picture? Katie.
Katie Ann, woo! Katie got a gun.
Honey badger.
Everybody run.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Felicia.
Shooter.
Here's yours. And since you came today, we didn't know you were coming, so we don't have one for you.
That's fine.
We got a sticker.
Hannah! Woo!
Thank you. I'll take a sticker.
Congratulations on completing the class.
Thank you. It is such an accomplishment. I'm excited. I really do feel like a badass today.
Well, I was going to ask you, how do you feel?
Yeah, I feel like a badass today. I had some mistakes, some missteps. I've learned a lot that I need to practice and get better on. I learned a lot of stuff that didn't even know existed, so I'm excited.
Good. This is going to be a little bit silly. It's more meant for people that never touched a gun. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much more comfortable are you if you have to pick up a gun and handle it safely?
Scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably a 10 because I only knew the weapons that I knew. Even though I've touched weapons before, this class gave me an opportunity to touch some weapons I'd never touched before, and I realized that although they're different and there are nuances to every weapon, if you get the basics, you can handle any weapon that somebody puts in front of you.
Absolutely. How was it having Brickell as an instructor?
It was great. It was not intimidating. Understand, the first time I went to a range by myself, I went in there shivering and shaking because I'd never loaded my own magazine. I'd never loaded my own gun, never racked my own slide. And it was very intimidating to go in there and have to deal with a guy. I mean, he taught me how to strafe, how to clear a room. Like, I'm not ready for all of that. And this class took me from where I am to where I needed to be and let me see where I can go from here. And having Brickell show me that, let me know that as a woman, I can do it from this perspective and be just as badass as any man.
Absolutely.
So, I like
Very basic fundamentals.
Right.
We stat forward this. We don't really focus on the accuracy because everything that close, you're going to be pretty close to the vital areas anyways.
Right.
We do want to focus on that.
Right.
But the most important thing is that you can run that gun.
Yes.
Because if something happens, you're unable to run it, it doesn't really matter much.
No.
You just got a brick in your hand.
Yeah, and I don't need a brick.
Yeah, I need a gun.
Yeah.
Is there anything you thought prior that you found out wasn't true that surprised you about firearms?
Anything that I thought prior that I found out that was not true. I have never, believe it or not, carried with a round in the chamber. I was uncomfortable with that. I thought I'm going to have a negligent discharge and that's going to be a problem. And today I learned if you practice the fundamentals and you're cognizant of what you're doing, you can be safe and carry with one in the chamber.
Absolutely.
So,
comes with comfort.
yes.
What would you say to women who are thinking about taking the class?
Definitely take the class. Take the class, commit to it, and try to embrace what you're learning, take from it, and know that you're not going to grasp everything 100%, but you're going to get better. And if you can get 1% better every day, eventually you'll get where you're going to.
Absolutely.
Do that.
So this is a throwback to the earlier interview. Using one word, how does this experience make you feel?
Invincible. Like I can do whatever I need to do, no matter what circumstance. I know you said one word, but no matter what situation or circumstance that I encounter, if I keep my wits about me and follow the training that I have, I can come out of it alive and I can go home. That's what's important.
You rock, girl. Thank you so much.
Let me tell you, I committed.
Okay. First off, congratulations on completing the class.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
A lot more confident and secure in my abilities with guns.
Okay, good. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel like if you're in a situation where you had to pick up a gun and move it safely to get out of a bad situation?
I wouldn't ever say a 10, but probably an 8, more so than I was ever before.
Okay, and what were you coming in?
I'm 0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good, that's a big jump.
Yeah, because I've gone shooting before for years, but I've never been trained to move or how to hold it a certain way or be prepared to shoot one-handed.
Right.
So
yeah, I think it always goes both ways where we're like, a lot of people do come and say 9s and 10s. I see it in you the same as me. Like I always feel like I can improve no matter what. Doesn't matter how good I get. I'm like, yeah, 9.8, 9 is never a 10 because we can always get better.
Yeah.
How is it having as Raquel as an instructor?
A lot better than the other. Oh.
All right, go ahead. Sorry, I had to move the camera.
That's okay. It felt a lot better than having men, because men that have taught in the past, they really don't know how to properly communicate, or they have too much training that they don't really know how to kind of dumb it down, for lack of a better word. So it was nice having a female to work with, someone that hasn't done or was in our place at one point.
Right. Is there anything that you thought prior that you found out wasn't true that surprised you about firearms?
No, I think just the shooting one-armed. I was always told that you shouldn't do that, and like we learned today, in certain situations you can't really stop that.
Right. What would you say to women who are thinking about taking this class?
Take it. I've learned more today than I have in the past 15 years of shooting. Right. Easily.
Okay, and now this is kind of a throwback. I'm sure you've seen the videos already. Using one word, give me a word that describes exactly how this experience makes you feel.
Confident.
It's very common.
Yeah.
You did a great job. You killed it.
I've never seen the videos.
First off, congratulations. How do you feel?
I feel awesome.
Good. On a scale, this is a little bit for the people that are beginners, but I'm asking anyways. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much more comfortable do you feel if you have to pick up a gun and move it in a safe manner?
I feel 1,000 times more comfortable.
Good. How was it having Raquel as an instructor?
Raquel is very professional and very encouraging to all of us.
Okay. Can you tell us about anything you learned that was brand new?
I learned about how to hold a gun in a situation that's a tactical situation, which was up, which is very different than what we normally do. I learned how to move as we're shooting, and I learned a little bit better on how to control the trigger.
Okay, good. Is there anything that you thought prior that you found out wasn't true that surprised you about guns or firearm situations?
That surprised me, not really, but it's maybe something that surprised me about how a tactical situation is different than just shooting at the range.
Okay, good. What would you say to women who are thinking about taking the class?
I think they should definitely consider it and work on maybe getting the courage up to do something like this so that you can get more confidence.
Okay, so this is a throwback to yesterday's question. Using one word, how does this experience make you feel?
Makes me feel a lot more relaxed and comfortable about being around and aware, I guess, having more awareness.
Good. You're right.
Thank you.
Good job, Lisa. I'm so happy you showed up. First off, congratulations on completing the class. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good, pretty confident. I feel like I can grab a gun now and shoot.
How did the class compare to what you thought you were going to be doing?
Oh, way above and beyond.
Yeah. Good. On a scale of 1 to 10, if there was a gun in a bad situation, let's say you found a gun on a playground or something like that, how confident do you think you'd be on a scale of 1 to 10 that you could pick that gun up and move it safely without hurting or harming anybody?
Oh, a 10.
Good.
Definitely a 10.
How did you feel coming in?
Oh no, I'll probably not even pick it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's huge.
Huge difference.
Absolutely. How was it having Raquel as an instructor?
She's so sweet. She's awesome. Pinpoints, constructive criticism. Enjoyed every bit of it.
Pretty cool deal just to find an ad on Facebook, huh?
Yes.
Pretty awesome. Thank you, Sportsman's Guide. Say it to the guys behind the camera. Is there anything you thought prior that you found out that wasn't true that surprised you about guns?
Yes. A lot of it, they said if you don't know anything about guns, then don't. Well, a lot of people families like, no, why do you need a gun? You don't need a gun. Why do you want a gun? I was like, well, because I want to protect myself, because a gun is trouble, and it's not trouble. If you get the right education and the right training, I think it's doable.
And you know how to run it.
Of course.
And you can think your way through them situations and stuff like that. And the next big key thing is if you decide to buy a gun, finding a way to store it, ways to store it to keep it away from the kids.
Yes.
And there's safes, so we can help you with that stuff when it comes time you decide to buy a gun. We can help you with that stuff too. We get discounts on a lot of things. So just reach out to us. We got your information. We're going to send it more to you later. And we're going to help people out with that sort of stuff too, because obviously we teach a lot of moms. What would you say to women who are thinking about taking this class?
Go for it. Take it. Don't even second guess yourself. I would take it. If I had to do it over again, I so would. It was worth every bit of it.
Was you a little bit nervous in the beginning, or?
At the beginning, yes. I was a little shaky, and of course for me, I had never had a gun in my hand, so.
Right.
But it's over with, so.
How fast do you feel like you went from shaky to being a little bit more confident and not worried about it?
About the first time. By the second, third time, I was like, okay, I'm good.
Right.
I felt pretty confident.
Good. So this is a throwback to earlier from yesterday. Using just one word, how does this experience make you feel?
Safe around a gun in my possession, and not doubtful about buying a gun now.
Dude, you did awesome. You had the most to start from you started from the lowest spot, obviously, but you by far grew the most. And you were very confident. Like I said, I used you as the example when other girls were quiet and you went up. I was like, watch her in these last few. And you killed it. I'm very proud of you. No, you don't know me from Adam. Keep going. Because you and your kids never had to be the kids, like I said in that movie, in that video prior. Thank you so much for. Okay, I'm going to have you address everything to me again.
Okay.
First off, I want to say congratulations
Well, thank you.
on completing the class.
Yes.
How do you feel?
It's like so happy. I have so much more confidence in myself right now. And I'm not as scared to fire a gun, or not as intimidated by it, I should say.
Good.
Yeah.
So on a scale from 1 to 10, let's say you're out somewhere in a playground with kids and stuff like that, and there was a gun just sitting out. On a scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable will you be with removing that in a safe situation?
Oh, 10, definitely. Definitely, yeah.
What were you coming in?
Probably like at -1, -1,000.
Good.
I would have just been like, okay, sitting next to it probably so that nobody would touch it, calling somebody else like the police.
Right.
Been like, look, there's a gun on the ground. I don't want kids near it, but I'm not going to touch it.
Right.
Can you come get it? Yeah.
Absolutely. So that's a monster growth with that, just that
Definitely.
alone.
Definitely.
Okay? How was it having Raquel as an instructor?
I actually liked it because I didn't feel intimidated in either way by either of you, I should say. But it felt good to know that another woman was kind of giving me instruction on what I could do, maybe on hand placement or stance and things like that, because, if she has the same body makeup as me. So she might understand, okay, well, you might tilt it a little bit away from this, and whereas I think a man might be like, I don't want to get in your bubble. Can you?
Kind of, yeah. It's a little awkward for us.
Exactly.
The nature of society and just respect and stuff like that.
Exactly,
as
respect
well.
of the space. Exactly,
Right.
yeah.
Cool. Is there anything that you thought prior that you found out that wasn't true about guns that surprised you?
Actually, since I don't think I had any training coming in, I didn't really have any kind of preconceived notions too bad, except about guns are bad. They can be dangerous, and I think by learning how to use that gun or how to take out the magazine, things like that, you kind of lose that fear, So any notions you have kind of got wiped out.
Yeah, the idea with what we're doing is the goal initially is to run the gun so much, shoot so many rounds, and run those malfunctions, which are a pain in the ass,
Oh
right?
my gosh, yes.
But where we try to take that fear away. Because what inevitably is going to happen, especially in a city like Dallas, is you're going to go outside and you're going to go into a mini mart or something like that, and it's going to be some shady characters. And you're like, oh God.
Right.
Even as guys, you have that feeling, oh
Right.
man, I just feel
Exactly.
awkward. But I'm going to tell you, you have a different feeling. Now, let me explain this. You have a different feeling when you have a gun on you.
Yes,
Right?
I bet.
Now, people make the mistake. People think, oh, then you're going to walk around like, I don't need to be worried. You actually don't do that. It's actually the opposite. You think, I don't want to get in this situation. I know this is right here.
Right.
They can make it a really worse situation.
Exactly.
So you avoid it. You actually don't get, some people, very, very few people do, but you mostly don't get 10 foot tall and bulletproof. You actually get smarter about the situations you put yourself in.
Right.
Because you realize how it can escalate.
Exactly.
But if you're forced in that situation, and
You're
you see
ready.
them
You want to be
guys,
ready. You want to be ready.
wrong honey badger.
Right.
Fuck up and find out.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
And so you protect yourself, your loved ones, your kids, and so on and so forth. So
Exactly.
that's kind of the idea. You will be in that situation again.
Right, right.
And now that you're no longer afraid of that gun,
Right.
you're like, maybe I could start
something,
sporting that thing.
yeah,
and
to help
be able to help
everybody in my
myself in
vicinity,
situation.
yeah.
Right. What would you say to women who are thinking about taking the class?
I would definitely suggest taking this class. I felt like anybody, whether it's experienced or inexperienced, can learn something from this. It could be just simple hand holding of how you hold the gun. It could be a safe way to pull it out the holster, which I've never pulled anything out of a holster. I've seen them on TV. That's about my extent of a holster. And there's just so many useful steps that you can use in this class, whether it's, you learn using your dominant or non-dominant hand. I feel like there's something that you will definitely take away from this class that'll help you in the future.
Good. Okay, so this is kind of a throwback to yesterday.
Okay.
Using just one word, how does this experience make you feel?
Empowered. Yeah, empowered.
Katie, you did amazing.
Oh,
I'm
thank
so
you.
happy you came.
Thank you. I am too.
From a Facebook ad.
Oh,
right?
yes, exactly. All from a Facebook ad and a click and just filling out the little info.
Who
Yes.
knew something so cool could come? 'Cause
Right?
usually it's a hustle or what.
Right, you're
That's one of
like,
the things we
am
battle
I
with.
getting
Like,
scammed right now? That's
yeah,
usually
I
what
know. How was it as having Brickell as an instructor?
She was awesome. You too. I love y'all.
you're
Y'all are awesome, and you were just super encouraging the whole time. And y'all made everyone feel super comfortable and confident. And by the end of the class, I mean, even I felt more confident.
Good. Good. That's what we're looking for. So, because with confidence,
Y'all did
these
great.
girls will come out and do it again. When you give them pride and we take pictures and we're going to send them their
yeah.
photos and stuff like that,
gonna
dude,
be
like when you
exciting.
share them and everybody's like, damn girl, you're bad. You feel better about yourself. And when you feel good about what you're going out and doing, it makes people want to go do it more.
Exactly.
And in return, they become better and they protect more of us and they inspire other people to come out and do the same. Sort of like what Raquel's doing. And you're doing as well. So, okay.
I respect it. I respect what y'all are doing
Thank you.
completely. I love it.
What would you say to women who are thinking about taking the class?
We're thinking about taking it. Don't be afraid. It's all right to be a little bit nervous in the beginning. You can be nervous, but just know that you'll always be safe as long as you follow the safety rules. Honestly, just have fun with it and learn something new. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Like painting isn't for everyone, shooting isn't for everyone. So I'm not going to guarantee that they'll 100% just absolutely love it off the bat, but I would say it's always a good idea to definitely try it and learn about your Second Amendment and learn the whole point of carrying and learn why you should carry and the reasons and just kind of learn why other people carry, because it's a good idea to learn something new also. It's just a new fun hobby.
Good. So, give me just one word from today. How did this experience make you feel?
One word? I would say overall just excited. Excited, not only for myself, but also for y'all and what y'all are doing, and then also for other people like Maria, who never picked up a gun and then was killing it by the end. Like, the whole experience just made me super excited for seeing all these other people, because that's one of the things I love about teaching, is that you see these other people grow and get really happy with this thing that you love to do and you're passing it on. And so seeing y'all do that got me excited for them.
Absolutely. So you bring, it's a really fun, and I would say easy, but easier than maybe than other things, to to come in, because you get women that come in, they're super intimidated, scared, they don't even know if they really want to be there.
Right.
And then we're able to coach them past that, coach them past that, coach them past that. So some people, shooting guns is like jumping out of an airplane and skydiving. In Texas, people grow up with guns. So it's like, it's just a gun.
Right.
I shot one as a kid, right? But you go to the East Coast and they're terrified of them. Like bungee jumping or skydiving. And then you get them past that and they feel proud. And then you get them confident with it. And they go from point A to point B so quickly in a short little time span. Thanks to Jaeger, the guy that we're based our stuff off of. It's an amazing program that trains really fast. We had a little bit more time on an outdoor range. We could have gotten a lot more stuff done. You guys have grown exponentially more because we'd started drawing from the holes from the beginning. But we're limited. I didn't know we were limited so much here, but I didn't want to change the whole thing because indoors and outdoors is a big difference.
Right.
So I just wanted to stick with the indoor thing because, you know, if you do anything wrong and we piss the guys off here that owns the place, then we're never coming back. So just stick with the safe stuff. But we'll be doing outdoor stuff as well, and you're more than welcome to come back and stuff like that. Thank you for showing up and coming. I'm glad you showed up. You guys, as you guys know on the back, we usually don't have somebody come just the second day. We talked her outside. I'm just doing this for documentation. That she had enough background and training where we could let her in. It wasn't like a brand newbie coming in and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. Thank you, Miss Hannah.
All right, guys. So we just finished the class. We ran them all day. We started at 10 in the morning, ended at 6 p.m. And it was wonderful. I forgot how much I love doing classes. And I really do. I really love to see women come in and to see their first shot, their first initial shot where they're nervous and you can tell they got nerves and you're like, all right, your turn. And they're like, and they take that shot and they're like, ooh, and it freaks them out to at the end where they're tap racking, drawing from the holster, moving, clearing double feeds, looking left or right, just like champions. They know what they're doing. And in a day, they got this far. And to see women go from never have shooting a shot, and to see women go from being nervous for their first shot and jumping to being total honey badgers, where they're just taking charge of they're responsible for their own safety and they're taking charge and they're out there running the gun like champions, is amazing. And I just want to say that all these girls that I've trained throughout all these classes that I've done have done better than I did when I took my first class. I remember my first class, we're supposed to tape up all of our misses, and my target looked like a mummy. There was tape everywhere. And all these girls, they have tape on their targets, but it's not really that bad. So I just want to say that all the girls out here that have ever taken my class, you rock, and you did better than I did on my first class, and I'm so proud of you. And I'm so proud of every single student that I've ever had, and every student that I had here at this class today. I'm so proud of you, and I really hope that you continue to train. I hope that you take more classes. I hope that you go travel and take classes, and I hope you teach all your friends and your boyfriends. So I just want to thank all the girls that came out today, and you know, we had girls from different walks of life. Some girls there was one girl that never touched a gun in her life, and then there was one girl that has been shooting for a couple years. Then some girls shot when they were younger. So we had all different spectrums, but they all killed it, and they all, at the end of the day, were on the same level. So I'm really proud of you guys. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to Texas Gun Experience. It definitely was an experience. It was a lot of fun. I got to shoot full auto on the first day that I got here, and then I got to teach an amazing class. So thank you. I can't wait to come back to this range because it's been amazing. So if you guys are ever in this area, come check them out and just say hi, because they support women in firearms.